On the brink of World War I, the Austro-Hungarian fleet consisted of only a few Tatra-class destroyers. By the end of the war, 4 additional ships of the same class had been built, but it was evident that the situation was far from sufficient. Therefore, a new project was initiated for the development of a large destroyer in 1917. Among others, German company Blohm + Voss and Hungarian company Ganz Danubius presented draft designs. The Austro-Hungarian Naval Technical Committee also developed several designs. One of them was a 2,000-ton vessel with torpedo and artillery armament. However, the war reached its conclusion a year later, resulting in the Austro-Hungarian Empire breaking up, and all these destroyers remained on the drawing boards. We at World of Warships decided to rectify this naval injustice. To this end, our game designers have created a destroyer based on the design of a torpedo artillery boat that was presented in October 1917. The name of this destroyer conforms to the naming tradition that was customary in the Imperial and Royal War Navy at that time. In the dual monarchy, duality was inherent in many aspects, with everything being divided into 2 parts, German and Hungarian. Shipbuilding was no exception. For example, ships of the same class, built at different shipyards, had different naming conventions. Destroyers created in Hungarian shipyards were named after geographical landmarks, such as the Tatra Mountains, Lake Balaton, or Mount Triglav. Ships constructed in the Austrian shipyards were named after various Imperial Army units. We hypothesized that our ship might have been constructed at the Austria-Werft shipyard in Trieste. So, please welcome stealthy Tier 9 destroyer Jaeger, which took her name from the renowned riflemen of Tyrol. Jaeger embodies the exciting and unique features of Austro-Hungarian Navy ships. Take the unusual camouflage, for instance. In 1915, an order was given to replace the black paint job of destroyers with a bluish-gray color. However, some patches were to be left unpainted during the repainting process to make the destroyers less visible against coastal backgrounds. This peculiarity is reflected in the ship's default permanent camouflage. The destroyer boasts exceptional concealment, which enables her to get pretty close to enemy ships. That's why it's not easy to catch Jaeger off guard. Do mind, however, her weak anti-aircraft defenses make her vulnerable to attacks and detection by carrier-borne aircraft. Considering the lack of smoke generator, we recommend relying on engine boost to evade enemy aviation, or seek assistance from allies with anti-aircraft capabilities for your protection. When retreating, you can restore a portion of your lost HP with the help of the repair party consumable. Note that the Jaeger has only 3 150mm main battery guns. Due to the modest number of guns, her damage per minute is rather low. Her small HP pool is another reason why you might want to avoid engaging in artillery duels with other destroyers. Taking these shortcomings into account, you should keep in mind that the optimal gameplay of this destroyer is primarily based on the use of torpedo armament. Equipped with 4 triple-tube torpedo launchers, this ship is capable of firing a multitude of torpedoes at once. Her torpedoes have a decent range, remarkably high speed, and the trademark European super narrow spread, meaning that you can hit an enemy ship with numerous torpedoes at the same time. However, be aware that each individual torpedo inflicts relatively low damage. Jaeger's first slot is occupied by Damage Control Party, and the second slot by Engine Boost. Repair Party is located in the third slot. As I've already mentioned, the destroyer lacks a smoke generator. Now, here's the list of upgrades I recommend installing. Main Armaments Modification 1. Engine Room Protection. Torpedo Tubes Modification 1. Propulsion Modification 1, or Steering Gears Modification 1. Concealment System Modification 1. And Torpedo Tubes Modification 2. Our episode concludes with the traditional Armada raffle. This time, the reward is a bundle with the Destroyer Jaeger, a commander with 6 skill points, a port slot, a commemorative flag, and a special combat mission. All that will be the prize for one of our YouTube channel subscribers who hits the like button under this video and answers the following question correctly. Who is Jaeger named after? Don't forget to write your exact in-game nickname and the game server you play on in the comment with your answer. As always, we'll reveal the winner's name in the next episode of Armada. Fair winds and good luck in battle, Captains.